satellite. I already have a pre-made rocket. But if you all would like to know how to make this rocket, I might be willing to do a tutorial on that. So, if you'd be interested in finding out how to make this rocket, then I would appreciate it if you would just let me know. But anyway, really quickly, for some reason, this isn't staged right. So I just gotta stage it, and then we can get to work. Okay. So let's go ahead and launch this rocket. I think this rocket turned out pretty good. I'm not sure whether or not this is overkill. So if there are any KSP players or experts willing to tell me whether or not this is good or too much, please let me know. I would also appreciate it if you all would send me your video ideas. If you have any. Because I would like some fresh content to give you guys that you want to see. Now you might notice I'm using a mod, but I don't think I'm going to keep it for much longer because it lags my game, and honestly adding a few trees and making stuff look a little better just isn't worth it. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take off and launch a satellite. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. So, I'm not that much of an experienced player yet. Like, I can't even get to the Mun without some help. But, I'm sure with time I will get better at this game. I also might play, some spaceflight simulator on this channel. So, and I think maybe after this video, I'm gonna make a spaceflight simulator video. Probably not as soon as I'm done with this, but okay, so we just dropped our solid fuel boosters, so now it's going to be way easier to get to space. I'm finding it pretty hard to, like, make small talk whenever I'm recording to make sure things are like interesting and good for my viewers to help understand. I just can't really think of enough stuff to say. So hopefully that's not a problem. Well, at least I just made some small talk for making small talk. This is a hilarious way to launch a rocket. this channel is also not my first time ever playing Kerbal Space Program. I've played quite a bit in the past, even landed on the Mun. But now, I think for some of my videos, I might do a voiceover, like record and then afterwards voice over it, but I'm not doing that with this video as of the moment, so just so you know, this is my in-time reaction to it. Because I know a lot of Spaceflight Simulator YouTubers do that. Yeah, it makes sense. It's definitely hard, kind of hard to record and read and talk at the same time. The only thing is it kind of gives me a bit... I like it more, kinda, because it feel like it gives me more in-game, like, in-time reactions. Okay. So now, I'm gonna try to change this to get us into orbit. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a steady orbit. So now we're just going to change our SAS to maneuver. And then as soon as this is done, we can just use a little time warp up here to get to our maneuver a little bit quicker. I do not recommend, if you have like more options than 4 times speed, going that fast before making a maneuver. I think sticking with 5 or 10 would be reasonable in that case. By the way, if you like this content, you should definitely go over to another YouTube channel. His name is Cosmonics, not to be confused with any other Cosmonics. His picture is like a galaxy with sunglasses on. I think it looks really cool. But if you like the content I'm making, and just like watching KSP videos, definitely head over to his channel. Because I think if you're into more challengey things, he's definitely the right channel for you. He didn't pay me to say that. I just think that it's cool. And it's more KSP as well, so why not? Okay, so I'm pretty sure by now our SAS is finished putting us in maneuver mode. So, let's go ahead and just go a little bit of time warping to get to our maneuver. I recommend stopping at about 15 seconds to your maneuver. That gives you a little bit of time to prepare. Whoops. That gives you a little bit of time to prepare, and even, dare I say, mess up a little bit. But, like I just did a second ago. But now, in our burn, we should have enough Delta V. Let me really quickly check that. Yeah, we should have enough. guys, it looks like we are in orbit. So now we can just go ahead and launch our satellite. And our camera has moved, which is how we know this is 100% done and finished. Let me know if this satellite looks cool. I hope it does. I think it looks cool. I use these like fancy fuel tanks to make it look cool. But also, if you're making a satellite, I would highly recommend using this. This thing, because it lets you still have a lot of options, but it also doesn't require you to launch a Kerbal. So, I'm going to go ahead and extend these solar panels. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's going to be all for this video. If you like this content, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Meteor Meow, out.